Space in my head is left for you to come right in. Pray to my God for nothing but for you to stay safe and sound, sinking never to be found. Believe my words, flood this land until it should stop. The second night from closing shut, face to face, with winds that blew me off my feet. Those hands are leaving, sweat below. Sleep alone until your thoughts are mine. Say you wanna get inside. Break the wall if you're strong enough to
Hello and welcome. I'm DDF Racer. I'm back, and it's great to be back. Great to see you guys as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, whatever time it is, wherever you are. It is great to have you here, and we're gonna go racing. We're gonna go racing at Spa, no less, in the Virtual Endurance Championship for the 8 hours of Spa. Because normally when you do an 8 hours of something, you do it at the circuit it says it's at. Never have I seen an Enduro where you tend to, oh, we're at a different track today. But no, we are definitely at Spa. I'm definitely driving my trusty LMP2. And I haven't got long to go, basically. got long to go at all because my stint starts very shortly. So let me just click spectate and join the server in the background. I hope you guys are keeping well. Yes, I am married now. It's 10:29 in the night for Niels. However, it is 6:29 in the morning for me, Sunday here in Brisbane, Australia, and it is that time of the month again. Paul Kirkby, Random Racer, hello. Ed Engineer, hello. Tashinga, hello. I am buzzing as well, Random Racer. Wuta, 14th in timing. Okay, so just to give what Wuta said a little bit of context, we actually had some pace in the car for this race. So the race is about 5.5 hours in, and Ben Dutton is filling in for Aussie, who is also going to be the 4th driver at the 24 Hours of Le Mans next month. Ben put it on pole for the start of the race, so we started the race from first place, except we didn't, because he had some kind of technical problems and he had to basically leave the session, rejoin, some kind, I don't know exactly what happened. I only woke up about half an hour ago. Basically he started from the back. So we are fighting our way back up. I think we're up to 14th or 13th, so it should be good. The Howling Wolf. Am I going to race with VR? Yes, I am. I am going to race with VR. Hang on.
Sound resumed.
Hey guys, I'm in the server.
Hello.
Ready whenever. How long to go in this stint, mate?
8 at the line, and I'm now at P1.
Lovely. Okay, so 8 laps to go. Jelle is...
I wonder when you're gonna make fun of my French.
No, I only make fun of your Dutch, mate, not your French, it's fine. So, okay, we are in position 13, and Jelle has got 8 laps left in his stint. I am on the server getting ready to go.
To be fair, my French is worse than my Dutch, so...
Is Jelle, you can hear in the background talking. Now, Howling Wolf says, am I going to race in VR? Isn't this bad for me? Now, normally, yes, it would be bad for me. However, I've been away from the channel for 2 weeks, been on honeymoon, I got married, and if you didn't catch the stream before I went away, the last Tuesday before I went away for these few weeks, 3 weeks,
Then, if you want to run down of the race, it's time for Le Mans.
If I want to what, sorry?
The rundown for the race you're gonna get is it's time for Le Mans now.
Very much so. Yeah, the stream that happened before I went away, basically what happened was, some of my subscribers all got together in secret and decided to...
People let us believe that the only positive we can take out of this is that the setup was amazing, so, you know.
I'd expect no less. Basically what happened was my subscribers got together in secret and got me pretty much a brand new PC. New processor, new motherboard, new RAM, new hard drive. I'm still using my old graphics card, but the new CPU and the new motherboard and the new RAM and everything basically allows me to... Well, normally it would push I'd be able to push my settings a bit more, think, oh, I can turn the graphics up a little bit. No, what I've done, I've kept the graphics exactly the same. I just have now... I've got more headroom on my computer, so I've got more breathing space, which means it's not gonna push it into the. Let me just check this is working here. Yeah, that's good. My overlay's working. It means I've got a little bit more breathing space, which means I'm less likely to run into the limits of my computer, and also less prone to stutters, freezes, and that kind of thing. I did race VR at Sebring, and that went okay. It was a few sketchy bits here and there. But yeah, it's good. It's feeling good. What's not feeling good, however, is the fact I've only done about 2 hours worth of practice for this race. Now, normally you say, well, Dan, why haven't you done more? Well, because I only got back from my honeymoon exactly, well, less than a week ago. And...
Someone on the bus stop.
P7 DNF on the timing screen, mate. That's a freebie.
Wait, that's Lucas
Alexei Zagradev in the Cyberlink 241.
as well. Oh, but the Lucas was off. Oh yeah, I see. But I get a GT already on me. Kinda depends on how quick they can rejoin.
So let's put this full screen so we can see what Jelle's up to. There we go.
Now let's get the guy in front.
So that's Jelle's car. That's the car I'm going to be taking over. Yeah, what's not been good is the fact I've only had 2 hours practice, and why haven't I had more? Because I got back from honeymoon less than a week ago and decided to put my new computer together, and it has been nothing but trouble. The GPU didn't want to cooperate at first, and then when it did cooperate, it used to crash the system, and then when it did get up and running, it would stutter like crazy. We've fixed the BIOS, we've fixed the drivers, we've fixed everything, so now the graphics are fine. So I went on yesterday, this was yesterday, 24 hours ago, to get some practice in finally, and my wheel didn't want to work properly, the feedback wasn't working properly, and it was just this really heavy centering spring. So it's crazy, absolutely crazy. So
6 the line, you can start joining if you want to.
already in the server, mate.
Are you even here? Wow.
But yeah, crazy stuff. So
Getting spied on.
by the time I actually got up and running yesterday with my wheel, it was 9 PM.
How quick the FRT started as Stint, but they just don't pull away that much. Like they're only 11 seconds ahead.
I'll see what I can do, mate. No promises.
But I mean, they are on fresh tires now, so
Yeah, so I'm just going to basically get in the car
the other way around.
and see what I can do. Very limited practice.
Guy in front is on the same footing as us, but he is a lap ahead.
No confidence in the car, really. The car setup is absolutely fantastic, and luckily it is a track I'm very familiar with, and obviously by now it is a car I'm very familiar with as well. You'd expect it after well, this will be my 7th race. It's actually the 8th race of the season, but I missed the last one in Suzuka for the wedding and the honeymoon. Yeah. So, mixed feelings about this one, but this is the last race before the final race of the season. And the final race of the season is the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which is going to be my first ever 24-hour race and happens in about, I think, 4 weeks today. So that is the focus, really. Now that I'm up and running, I can start practicing for that, probably tomorrow. But yeah. It's, yeah, I'm feeling very underprepared for this one, guys. But I'm going to give it my best shot. We're currently in 13th. If we can make up some more spots, get some more freebies, I don't know, let's see what happens. All I want to do is finish the race. I want to cross the line in one piece. Because my pace isn't great. Well, I mean, it might improve during the course of the race while I get up to speed and get more practice. But when I signed off last night before I, went to bed and thought, that's enough. I was about a second off Jelle's fastest lap time, and 2 seconds off Ben, who is our third driver. So I'm definitely the slowest driver in the car, and I'm, well, like I said, Ben put it on pole, so I'm pretty much 2 seconds off the pace. How is life as a married man, Niels? It feels pretty much exactly the same. Myself and Mrs. DDF have been together for 7 years before we got married, and now it's just official. But it feels great. Yeah, I feel like an adult now, which is a very it's a very strange thing to say, because I definitely don't feel like an adult, but I feel like an adult, Bit of coffee in the morning. Okay. When Jelle gets on the straight. How many laps to go?
I think 4 at the line.
4 laps.
This one, sure.
So 4 laps to go, basically. Yeah, we're to the relief of finishing an enduro is enough. Yes, for me, definitely today. I don't really care what position I finish in.
I'm assuming we're still on target. I'll see.
I don't care what position.
4 laps, you said.
this one was for.
That tells you the strategy. Yeah, I don't really care what position I finish in. I just want to finish. Because like I said, yeah, massively underprepared. Hardly any practice. A computer that I don't trust just yet. It's had far too many little problems for me to really lean on it. So I just want to see the computer finish the race and my car finish the race in one piece. If I drop some spots, that's fine. If I don't make up any spots, that's fine. If I make up some positions, then that's perfect. You know, that's a nice bonus. Felipe, yes, I am in the future. 6:40 AM here in Brisbane, Australia on Sunday. It's very confusing. The race, for me, runs from 1 AM till 9 AM local time. So Ben did the start, put it on pole, but had some technical problems, meaning he had to start from the back, and then there was some kind of issue with the GTE, which I'm not exactly sure what happened there. So yeah, that happened at the start of the race. And then Ben handed over to Jelle, who has been driving the car ever since, I believe. Jelle has done at least 4 hours of... I'll ask him, actually. At least 4 hours of driving. Yeah, Wuta, the 2.4 hours of Daytona, it's... When you do... Okay, this is probably going to make you all feel better, right? If you haven't done an Enduro before. Since Alex as well, Wuta, Felipe, Olaf, everyone who's not really done like an 8-hour race, a 10-hour race, a 12-hour race, which was myself, like 12 months ago. I'd never done anything like this, and now I'm a veteran for these kind of races. This is my normal now. But if you've never done an Enduro before, but you have done like a race room ranked 2-hour race, or a 2.4-hour race, then you've pretty much done a race like this, because when you think about it, an 8-hour race doesn't mean you drive for 8 hours, it means the car goes for 8 hours. And if you've got 3 drivers in the team, say you've got 4 drivers in the team, that's 2 hours each. 3 drivers, you're looking at what, 2 point something, I don't know, my brain's not quite switched on with maths just yet. But if you've done one of these 90-minute, 2-hour race, 2.4-hour races, then you've pretty much done a stint at an Enduro. The difference with an Enduro is, you'd have to then come back later in the day and do it all over again. But if you've done a 2.4-hour race, then you're pretty, you know, a solo stint anyway, then yeah, you can do this kind of stuff. You just need to find someone else who can do it in the same car as well, and then swap, basically. Niels did a 5-hour race with the AI on his own last summit. See, if you can do that, 5 hours is probably pushing it. I know that there's a time limit here with maximum driver time, and I think the maximum that anyone can drive in this race, I think it's like 70% of the race distance, so that is 5.5 hours or something like that. So Jelle's pretty much, he's pushing the limits, he's not near it yet. Awesome, thanks mate, P12. Yeah, 6-hour races, 10-hour races, 12-hour races, whatever you can do, guys. It's, if you can find someone to do an endurance race with, it's one of the best things you can do in sim racing, because it's no longer just you, it's a team. And that's one of the great things about sim racing, is it forms these friendships and these relationships, and it's so much more than racing. It's like, yeah, it's all these new people you meet, all these new, you know, weird and wonderful situations you find yourself in. It's what I love about Enduros. You got to work together, do the setup together, do the strategy together. You can race and someone can look out for you. It just adds a whole other layer to it than just driving by yourself. And yeah, I love it. I think it's great. Or do what JT does, you know, or what he says in the chats. JT is like, you know, friend comes over and you swap seats, literally do an actual physical driver swap in the pit stop. I mean, that's the way you can do it as well. I used to do that with my best mate Peyton when I used to live in Manchester. We used to play Project Cars 1. It was on like an hour race, but we'd do half an hour each and do a mandatory pit stop and swap over in the middle. It was great. Love it. Anyway, I am probably chatting too much now. I need to get ready, because confirming next lap is your last lap before the pit stop.
Nope.
2 at the line.
Yep.
Okay, well, 2 laps to go. So Jelle is going to finish this lap, and then he has got 2 laps to go. Niels, no, there are no hypercars in this race. There were hypercars in this series at the start of the season, but that was only in Division 1. Oh, Jelle's going a bit... What's going on here? Jelle's going for position. It's on P10. Is this for P10? Oh, side through Eau Rouge, no! Oh, Jelle. And breathe. Breathe, please, Jelle, breathe.
No.
Oh! Oh! Coming in this lap, yep.
Oh. 2 at the line it was, and it's gonna be 1 at the line next lap.
Okay, well, time to pause the music. Hot potato, hot damn. Oh. Jelle's fighting for 10th by the looks of it. Actually. Timothy, there was some kind of technical problem with the car, meaning that Ben had to leave and rejoin.
I said to Ollie yesterday that I thought that going to white through Radeon wouldn't work, and I've done it 3 times already.
No need to show off, mate, come on.
One of the times was yesterday, and all the times I got overtaken because I pushed it out.
There was some kind of problem with the car, basically, Timothy, which meant that Ben had to unplug and reconnect the Ethernet cable, and also there was some kind of problem with the pit stop. The menus wouldn't work. Couldn't put fuel in, couldn't select driver swap, so that messed things up. And I think there was a problem with the GTE as well, so that wasn't great. So all manners of problems at the start of the race, but we're fighting back, and this is now Jelle's last lap before he comes into the pits, and I take over the car. So let's pop it onto that view.
Bit this lap.
Confirmed, thank you, mate. Let me just get my overlay set up.
With me? Dan, could you ride with me, please? It would be handy. Okay.
There you go, confirmed riding with you.
Indeed. Let's see if I can give you an in-lap to look at you in front.
Okay guys, here we go. So I'm not driving the car yet, Jelle is driving the car. Hands off the wheel, he's coming up to lap a GTE. This has traction control random, but no ABS. Oh, I know that one, Olaf, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately, mate. No ABS, only traction control.
Tires, you. Stop requested.
Living dangerously indeed, Danny Michael, but this is a new build on low settings and it seems to be okay. I've done a fair bit of graphical testing. Thanks, Ozzy!
Remember, Dan, in pit lane only use first gear or you will speed on the downhill section.
Thanks, mate. Nice pit entry, by the way. That was a little bit of a correction there. I saw that.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. That could have done horribly wrong. 71 seconds.
Okay, thank you for the driving you and Ben have done so far in the race, mate. Can you give me a quick rundown before I start driving of how the race has gone?
Ben qualified on pole, engine was dead, didn't start again, we had to pull the internet. We started at the back, then somebody crashed at Radion. No way Ben could have avoided, we lost 3 other laps. We've been fighting back ever since. I don't know how many laps we are behind the leader, I'll check. We lost another lap on the leader because blue flags and shit. And yeah, we've been trying to grasp at people in front of us that are dying. That's about it.
Cool, so we're currently up to P13 before the stop, but I know it's P12 before the stop, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool, taking control in 8 seconds. Thank you for all the work you guys have done so far in the race.
No problem.
Just retired from the race.
Check engine mixture, check traction control.
Engine mix 2, TC5, here we go.
There's traffic behind, keep your wits about you.
You'll have one
We need to get some
coming
heat into
up
the blue flag,
on
cold
pit
tires all
exit.
around.
That's the guy you're fighting, there's a lap ahead, but see if you can take him.
Your rear brakes are cold, mate.
Problem with the steering wheel, problem with the steering wheel.
I'll be right back.
Degrees of rotation is out.
How much by?
I think it's half of what it should be.
So the game's more sensitive than it should be.
Yeah, turning the wheel tiny amounts in on the physical wheel, and it's, yeah, I think it's like double what it should be. It was fine on the practice server 5 minutes ago.
It seems everyone's been having technical issues with the game.
So you know that phrase fingertip driving, right? I'm gonna have to do a bit of that today. This is probably the most sensitive car I've ever driven, but hey, I'll make it work. Let's go and give him hell. So you know when you say don't turn the wheel more than 90 degrees, Aussie?
Yeah.
It's 45 degrees now.
To be honest though, with the setup, you can get away with turning it more than 90 degrees and scrubbing the front because the rears wear away quicker.
Cool, cool. A little confidence lift through Eau Rouge the first time round, just to be safe. I don't trust this thing yet. Oh, get well soon, Aiden, indeed.
Front brakes are pretty hot now.
Alright, look after yourself, Random. I'll see you soon, man. How many cut tracks are we on, by the way?
I'm not too sure actually. Jelle's already had one drive-through, but that was a fair while ago.
On your left. Clear to the left.
Oh, that was sketchy.
Car right.
Now the driver briefing
Right.
says we're not allowed to overtake cars through Blanchimont here. Overtake GTE cars because they are absolutely on the limit. So, no lapping of cars or overtaking of cars in that corner. It's against the rules.
That was 204.64. That's your quickest lap.
Okay, 204.64. With traffic, not great, but not terrible. Let's try and get a clean lap in now. Whoa! Oh, okay. I was already pretty light on the steering wheel through Eau Rouge to begin with, but now with double the rotation, it's super sketchy through there. Seriously guys, look how little I'm turning the wheel on the webcam compared to how much the wheel is turning in the game. This is terrifying. But definitely teaches you about control. They say that you don't really know about the meaning of control until a mosquito lands on your balls. But I'd say you don't really know the meaning of control until you double your steering rotation and have a super sensitive car like this.
On your left. Clear left.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Jelle. Did you hear about my wheel?
No?
That was 204.25. That's your best lap in the session.
My rotation's messed up, so it's twice as sensitive as it should be.
H5.
It was fine on the practice server before. During this one, it's like, nope. So I was saying to Ozzy, you know how he says don't turn past 90 degrees? Well, now it's don't turn past 45, basically. So it's a very twitchy, sensitive car, but I'll be alright. I'll adapt.
Like we have 4 laps behind, I think, so if it's really bad, we can do a quick driver swap and have you. I mean, I'd rather not, obviously.
No, it'll be fine. I'm low 204s, just need to get up to pace.
Yeah, just be careful, especially at the end of the stint through already.
Yeah, we're doubling the tyres, right?
Yeah.
Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, this is sketchy. Hey, Pavel! Boggy, Ed, Aiden. Yeah, could do that, Aiden. Definitely could do that. Let's see how it goes. If my pace picks up, I might just stick with it, you know? Hey, David Finney, my dad, has entered the chat. Big shout out for my dad in chat. I never said you weren't smart, Aiden. Master Strat.
204.57.
I was a 204.5 and I got held up massively through Pouon. Well, to sum up the race so far, Boggy, my teammate put it on pole.
Do not feel safe anymore going through our rouge. You have to say it, because then we're gonna do a driver swap and you're gonna fix your stuff, because there's no point in taking the risk of you crashing hard and us losing the 4 laps we have from the guy behind.
Far left. Clear left.
Okay, sounds good. Kez! Hello, Kez! Welcome to the chat, Kieran Joyce. How you going, my man? We played your song in the intro, as usual. Everybody, I want you to give a massive hello to Kieran Joyce. Basically the guy I grew up with back in the UK. And I went to school with him, went to college with him, I've been in bands with him all over Manchester before I moved to Australia. Wrote music with him for 10 years. Best friend anyone could ask for. And I miss him greatly. So, hello Kieran, good to see you, mate. I hope you're keeping well. Will do, Kieran.
Left side. Clear to the left.
Obviously, this is a multi-class race, so I'm driving an LMP2, which is like a fast prototype Le Mans car. And we're going against GTE cars as well, and you can tell the difference on the relative positions in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. If it's a blue car number, it's an LMP2, and I'm racing against them, and the number is obviously the position they are in the race. If it's a green box, it's a GTE, and they're not our fight, and they're much slower. So the car ahead of us is in 11th, we're in 12th. But the car ahead of us is actually a lap ahead, so that gap you see is not the gap that is real, because I'll have to overtake him and then get another lap on him basically. So I doubt, unless anything really severe happens in the race to the cars ahead, we won't be getting that many more positions unless we get some DNFs. But we have a nice big gap to the car behind, so all I want to do today is bring it home in one piece, nice and safe, because I know my pace isn't great. Anyway, I'm gonna do what Kieran says. I'm gonna concentrate on the track. So next lap around is gonna be one of my famous quiet laps where I'm not actually quiet, but you know what I mean.
Left side. Clear left.
Here
we go, quiet lap incoming, maximum concentration, let's get into 203s.
As a car exits in the pits, heads up. That's good consistency, keep it up. That was at 204.51. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Is pitting from position 9. We think he'll be close in front of you when he exits.
Right side. Clear to the right. Car left. Clear left.
Pay attention to track limits.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Careful with your steering then. You're more sensitive. Please move on.
On your left. Hold your line. 3 wide. You're on the right. Left side. Hold your line. Clear to the left.
Blue flag.
Well, I just got the lap back.
Careful with the car behind you.
Blue flag.
On your right. Clear to the right. On your right. Clear right.
Yep, Haunted, that guy ahead of us is for position, except he's a full lap ahead of us, and there's no point trying to fight him, because he is faster. I know him. It's Tom Garcia. He is a lot faster.
Track limits.
And this is what multi-class traffic does. It just bunches up and makes it awkward. But yeah, there's no point trying to hold this guy back. He's got the speed on us. It was just opportunity that I managed to unlap myself. Just like this is going to be an opportunity again.
Car left. Clear left.
No, not worth it. Let's back off. Give ourselves some space. It's just getting too messy.
With this quick steering, no fighting in fast corners, not with GTs and not with P2s.
Roger that.
Right side. Clear right. You're clear.
Apart from that, you're doing good. Quite fast.
Wouldn't mind another second getting into the 203s. What pace are other people doing?
At the moment, it's mostly 205s, but most people are on the tires at the moment.
I'm wearing out the fronts a bit more than normal, but that's just because of the steering, I think.
That's actually better because it should keep it more in line, more on the steering. Which sounds really weird because you turn it more, it will turn less, but might actually be your saving grace.
He's saying it's a feature, not a bug.
No, I'm just saying it works.
I think there's like 45 cars in the field, by the way. They're 22 of each, roughly. GTE and LMP2.
Then there are 40 cars in the field and only 28 running. Sorry, 27 running.
Two guys ahead of fighting for position, right?
Yes.
Let's stay out of this mess. They could take each other out and get 2 freebies.
I mean, you're in last mode, so careful to fast corners.
lap time was a 2:05.30.
Nash just pitted, so chances are it's gonna be slow.
Cool, so if I can get past him and pull away, yep.
Hopefully.
Never thought I'd be overtaking anyone today, let's be real.
Right side,
Neither did I, buddy.
still there. Clear right.
Alright. Oh, car is so sketchy. Whew. We just overtook the guy ahead of us.
Used half your fuel. Blue flag.
But it wasn't for position. Because he's a lap ahead. But we need to just start putting some good times in. I'm stuck in the 204s and 205s, but traffic everywhere. It's pretty tricky here, guys. But I hope you're enjoying the race and the stream so far. If so, don't forget to leave it a like, say hi in chat. I'll try and keep up with the messages. And yeah, onwards and upwards.
Your lap time was 2:04.46.
2044, not bad. Yeah, I'm in front of the guy ahead, but also a full lap behind. But we pulled out 3 seconds on him already, so you never know by the end of the race. We'll see how we go. Let's put a good lap in.
Pulling away from Nash, keep it up.
Will do. Well, I hope the stream looks good anyway, guys. I hope there's no graphical stutters and glitches and problems. Because I'm inside the headset, I can't see the stream.
Left side, clear left.
But if there was anything wrong with the stream, there's absolutely nothing I can do about it as I go for another sketchy pass on a GTE there. I'm only a 10th off my best.
That lap was a 2:04.41. You were 10th off the pace in Sector 1. You were 2nd off the pace in Sector 2. Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
2044. Yeah, Haunted, those GTEs are pretty big compared to them. It's like when I watched Jimmy Broadbent's video about his race at Silverstone in the Praga the other day. It's like you don't realise how small prototype cars are. Especially when you put them next to the BMW M8, the biggest GTE ever known. The big mate! Bit wide there, still 3/10 up though, good.
That must have slowed.
Wow, so much dirty air.
I know.
That thing just did not grip. Just lost all the front downforce then. That's
why I know he's slow.
It's pretty impressive how it's modelled in the physics, but it's not great in terms of race. Ollie! Good to see you, Mr. Ward. This is a G29 wheel, by the way. Logitech. And it's not behaving.
Our left, clear left.
Blue flag.
The rotation's all wrong for some reason.
Was that 204.77?
A 2047 with a little bit of overtaking. Clean lap. I can get into the 203s for sure.
Steering.
Niels, the F1 wheel broke. It cracked down the handle, so I had to swap back, unfortunately. So I'm back to the standard G29 wheel because the plastic 3D Ansei 3D one broke, unfortunately. Which is a shame, but it now makes a nice decoration on the wall. Rip indeed. I absolutely loved it. It broke in the middle of my Stefan Beloff video, actually. So if you haven't seen that, go and check that out. You can actually see footage of it snapping mid-video.
Left side, clear to the left.
Why is it I always seem to catch GTEs in that corner? Oh, let me lap them somewhere else, please! Okay, we've lost touch with the guy ahead, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Careful what you wish for, Dan. Now you've said that you're gonna get traffic in Orange.
Always the way, isn't it?
5.00.
Right side, clear to the right.
When am I going direct drive, Niels? As soon as possible, mate, but it's just a case of money. I've just paid for a wedding and a honeymoon and I have absolutely zero savings. And to be honest, this wheel isn't broken, so I'm not going to replace it. It's fine. Much higher up the list is a graphics card. Much higher up the list is a graphics card.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Car stopped on track in the middle of Bruxelles.
Green flag, Sector 2.
Yeah, car's also gone.
This is an Oculus Rift CV1, Patrick. About 4 years old now, and the sticker, well, there's a little bit of a story behind that. I mean, when I first started making videos, some people were commenting saying, you should do videos not in VR, because we like when we can see, you know, see your face, because we can see the reactions on your face and the emotions in your eyes and where you're looking. We can see how much you concentrate. So maybe you should do some races without VR so we can see your face. So I put a sticker of my face on my VR headset. Problem solved, right? Niels, the bin sponsor is still definitely a thing.
That last lap was at 2:04.43. Okay, Dan, lap times are pretty consistent. Nash ahead is pitting.
Oh, Nash is back in the pits.
I would not be surprised if that's a drive.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
10 minutes of fuel, 4 laps.
Good job. Good job. That should mean we're on schedule.
Left side. Clear left.
Can confirm Nash just did a drive through the longest pit lane in VEC.
So the car ahead just had a drive-through penalty. So that's probably going to put them a little bit closer to us on track there. Hey, Mark. Welcome along, Mark. Confirming 75 litres going in, no tyre change.
Indeed. If Nash keeps this amount of cutting up, he'll get another drive through, so he might have a chance.
So he's only half a lap ahead now instead of a full lap.
You've just done a
That's actually, yeah.
2:04.51.
Well, this is stressful stuff.
You were also faster than them, so...
That's what I like to hear, Jelle. More of that, please.
Okay, you're faster than everybody in front except for P2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably in my top 10 lines that I didn't expect to hear today.
I could give you a whole bunch of other ones, but I don't think that would be good for the stream.
I think I'm starting to lose a little bit of rear grip now. The tyre was equaling out a bit.
If it's getting loose, you can up the TC. I don't know what you're on now.
TC6 at the moment.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was using TC6 going into the second stint, but you could get up to 7 because you have quite sensitive steering. Almost accidentally set it because you set
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace.
Okay, at the line, my calculator says I've got 2.95 laps of fuel remaining. It's going to be so close for another lap.
Right side. Clear right.
You can save if you want to, but if it's close, don't risk it. You hammer the gap behind.
Okay, Dan, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Far right. Clear to the right.
That lap was at 205.49. We're running on fumes, mate. In this lap, box this lap.
Across the line, 2.05 laps remaining.
On your right. Clear right.
Careful.
Ball out. Far right. Clear right.
Woohoo! I saw the smoke and I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
The car behind is pitting.
Yeah, if smoke's going right, you go left.
Oh, that wakes you up in the morning.
Oh, by the way, I haven't told you that.
Right side.
I had one of the scariest moments.
Clear
ever.
right.
I did a, I think I did a 940 up Radion. I was the smoke. But remember to just breathe again and lash your front cut again. And this rate is gonna get another drive through it.
Your brake temps are good.
Yeah, lost 3.5 seconds on that lap. It's all good. Alright, pitting next lap. What kind of fuel numbers were you guys getting, by the way?
Between 408 and 398.
My average is at 3.8. I've just done a couple of 3.6s, so yeah, I've stretched it a bit. We should be good.
Clear to the right.
Okay, pit stop requested. What's your speed limit in the pits?
Pit stop requested. Box confirm. 75 litres, no tyres. Let's do this.
Aussie,
Yeah.
do you remember which lap I told you to note down?
112 already
Okay,
loaded
cruise ready.
in the thingy.
Unfortunately, Niels, I don't know what the issue with the wheel is, whether it's the Logitech software or whether it's rFactor 2, which has decided not to cooperate properly. So without quitting the session, I can't find out, and if I quit the session, I'm out of the race, so I've got to stick with this wheel until the end unless I get out of the car and do a driver swap. As per the Adam Millwood strategy.
2 litres remaining. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P12, right ahead of P23.
But I'm going to still keep on going for this stint, so I've got to double the tyres at least. So maybe after the next stint, we'll see how we go. See how bad it is. There's 1 hour 31 left in the race.
Box in 770 meters.
Our pits are after the hairpin, yep.
Yeah. Careful on the hairpin. Keep it in first.
Aidan Millwood, that is the strategy. I haven't done the spin yet, so I haven't activated full mode, Aidan mode. Niels, send it so hard I end up in Zolder.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Whew. Yeah, that's a good point, Aidan. Yeah, that's a good point that Aidan raises. Which specific strategy are we employing? The Bathurst 12 hour where you drive like a madman, or the Le Mans strat where you go flying over Manicourt for 3 hours?
I mean, they build a prototype once you go for 100 kph, I guess. Aiden just wants to do the same.
I can't believe it's been a year since that race.
Neither can I.
I can't believe a year ago I still had my innocence and I'd never raced in the VEC.
There's traffic behind. Your rear brakes are cold. Your front tyres are cold. Blue flag.
On your left, clear left.
No point fighting this guy. Didn't have to run down the straight anyway. Oh, Niels, I've done my fair share of Toyota races, mate. You watch Group C at Road America with JB and Brody, right? I think, Aidan, for the rest of our lives, it'll be too soon for that Le Mans VLMC race, mate. And I'm glad that after the Mazda MX-5s at Alton Park as well, I'm glad that we had the Bathurst 12 hours together so we could lift the curse. And I'm looking forward to doing some potentially 3-hour races with you later in the year, depending on how things all fall out. I don't know, how the cards fall, how things work out, or I don't know, I'm mixing my phrases up now. Alrighty. Old tyres, full tank. New tyres at the next stop. We're in 12th, but the guy ahead in 11th hasn't made his pit stop yet, so that will balance out eventually. Oh, I'd so like to get a top 10. The guy ahead isn't for position. He is in 8th. Several laps ahead.
Clear right.
Oh, that's sketchy. But we have got a little bit of slipstream here to help us down the Kemmel Straight. The Jimmy Kemmel Straight.
Car right, clear right.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Blue flag. We think that Ricci has binned it. Sector 2 is clear.
Car right, clear right.
What is it with people dying in front of me? Hello, Holly! I hope you're keeping well. Are you there, Potato?
Yeah.
Did you see the LMP2 death in front of me then?
No, I was actually preparing for my own death because apparently in the first good area I counted 10, 8, 9, 7.
Car right, clear right.
Oh, damn it. I guess they don't like me.
Yeah, P8 lapped me and then proceeded to bin it directly in front of me at Bruxelles. Oh, and he just avoided them, had to slow it down, go to the outside. All good though. Car feels absolutely phenomenal, by the way. Great setup work. Like, it just sticks, you know? Well, I don't want to talk too soon, but yeah, just one of the best setups we've had all year.
Very much to do with Aussie's horn.
To what, sorry?
To make Aussie feel good.
P11. Oh, that's it. We're back up to P12 again. Okay, no worries. I'm getting confused. Ignore me. Nash hasn't pitted yet, again, has he?
The lap time was at 2:05.05.
He has not.
Missed that first apex completely. Jeez. This is very scruffy driving right now.
Okay, now the next car is Ricci.
Whew.
Just cut the track. Yellow flag sector 2.
Still alive, still alive.
It looks like Nash has gone off. Green flag sector 2.
Careful the cuts. I don't know how many cuts we still have.
Spotter said it was a cut, but it didn't come up in the corner. We're safe.
On your left, clear left.
Oh. What's this? For the being Russian?
That was almost such a big bin through our rouge then. I can't remember who it was in chat that said, are we going to do a Sergio Perez in this race? Well, yes, but not a Sergio Perez at Bahrain, a Sergio Perez at Spa in the wet. Except I didn't have any rain as an excuse today. Okay. 1 hour 22 to go. Probably another 2 stops, I'd say.
Oh my god, that. Please be careful, brothers.
You've just done a 206.64. Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace.
Wait, that was not a
Sector 3.
No, that wasn't a cut. I lifted off enough, must have, apparently. Yeah, rear's starting to go big time. Very sketchy.
Lift before you go in. Do not lift before the compression, not on the compression.
On your left, clear left.
Will do. Hey George, welcome to the stream. Everything's going alright tech-wise, apart from my wheel. The feedback's working, but the degrees of rotation has halved for some reason, so it's turning twice as much in-game as I'm turning it in the physical wheel. So it's a very sensitive, very twitchy car, but it was fine in the practice session. Literally 5 minutes before I started the stream, and I didn't change anything.
On your left, clear left.
I have to be incredibly precise, George.
By the way, Dan, next time check the settings when you join the session.
Cool. Hey, Ricardo! But to sum up the race so far,
Sector 1.
my teammate Ben put it on pole position,
One is clear.
but then the car wouldn't start for some reason.
Binned it. That was 206.70.
So he had to pull the Ethernet cable out of his computer, rejoin the session, and start the race from the back. So my teammate has the pace for pole and fastest lap, but yeah, we started from the back and we've been fighting back ever since. We're up to 12th. But
The leader, Fournier, is pitting.
once the pit stops settle out, we'll be in 11th. Because the guy heads out of sequence, I think. I'm currently on my second stint of the race. I've done my first stint, came in for fuel, but no tyres. I've got about half an hour left in the tank before I come in and put some more fuel and get some fresh tyres. But yeah, trying to deal with this steering wheel
Car left.
is pretty nerve-wracking. Because small corrections become big corrections. Koenigsegg, hello. So, the car ahead, let's have a look, is 1 lap ahead. We got 4 laps to the car behind, as you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen. That's the overall positions in the race, but the guy ahead does need to pit. And now it's back to relative mode. So we got a nice gap on the track right now. Let's try and put a clean lap in concentrate time.
205.34.
Let's see if we can get back into the 204s. Get some pace.
Is now in the lead.
That's better. Slight lift before Eau Rouge. Carry the speed up the hill. We're good. Ricardo, we're going to make... good day, by the way, Niels. Good day, mate. Ricardo, we're going to make a call at the next pit stop whether we do a driver swap or not, because I might be able to fix my wheel, but to be honest, I'm kind of getting used to it. And I kind of want to drive to the end, you know? I'm getting in the zone now. This is the longest stint I've ever driven this car track combo for. Because before this race, I think the longest was about half an hour. I hadn't done a full stint. This is my first ever double in this car. So I'm in new territory in terms of tyres. Because I just had no time to practice. I only got back from the honeymoon less than a week ago. Decided to build a new computer, and then the graphics card wouldn't cooperate. And then the motherboard wouldn't cooperate. And, you know, all of that.
You're gonna go to the end. It's gonna be the longest stint.
Was at 205.07.
It's going to be the longest what?
Stint you've ever driven in this car. I mean, in a race.
Nice. Looking forward to it.
Because it's gonna be your
Right
first one.
side. Clear to the right.
But yeah, the new computer build didn't cooperate, unfortunately, so I've spent all week trying to get it fixed, and then when it did cooperate, I went onto the server to do some practice yesterday, and my wheel didn't cooperate, so I've had to completely uninstall everything to do with the wheel again. Spent so many hours trying to figure out the problem, only to realise that Logitech G Hub had broken, so I've gone back to the Logitech gaming software instead. And that seems to be okay, apart from the fact it's now glitched out my rotation settings. So there'll be an option somewhere that I've missed that I just didn't encounter yesterday. I didn't have this problem yesterday. So, very limited practice.
Clear right.
Very limited time to get used to the car and track. So yeah, I had 2 hours last night to get everything done before I went to bed. And that's it! Thank you to everyone who did watch that, by the way. I posted up a private link on my Discord server for anyone who was around who wanted to check in and do some bug testing for me, pretty much. I think about 7 or 8 people watching, just checking everything worked. Tweaking the audio levels, the graphic settings, the wheel settings. Really appreciate that, guys. You the MVPs. And seriously, the amount of support I've had from my community this past week in helping fix my computer issues has been outstanding. Like, if it wasn't for you, it'd still be in pieces, not booting up. So, big shout out to the entire community.
156. Blue flag.
It's Nico Barkley. He's in P2. I'll let him go after a Rouge. And Radion, actually.
Car left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear left.
There we go. That's the guy in P2. He's chasing after the guy in P1, only 10 seconds down the road, so I don't want to mess up with him. Gonna get stuck into that fight. Nico Barkley is a name I'm very familiar with, having hung around the VEC for a while. Quite surprised to see him in Div 2, actually. Remember him being at the front of Div 1 in the 1 Acco car a couple of years ago, I think. Unless I'm very much mistaken. So the car heads in the pits, yep.
No, he just got.
Oh, I thought you said he pitted again, but he cut it again, yep. There are 3 divisions.
Which will mean he will pit again. Very
George? and I'm driving in Division 2, so I'm thoroughly in the average division. Not that there's anything average about the people who drive here, and there's not that there's anything low tier about the people who drive in Div 3 either. The VEC League has got hundreds of drivers when you take into the fact there's like 40 plus cars in each division, each car with at least 2, usually 3 drivers each. It's pretty insane the participation this league has, and it's one that I am very, very happy to be taking part in. There's only one problem with it. It uses rFactor 2. If it didn't use rFactor 2, I would live in this league forever. But sadly it does, and the amount of technical issues I've had with rFactor 2 over the years does leave quite a sour taste in the mouth. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be coming back next season to do another year of this. Probably not, I would say. Just because it's one hell of a commitment. Especially keeping to the schedule as well. You know, there's like 1 race every month. It doesn't sound like much, but when you're doing 2-3 races a week on top of that, it just makes it hard to find the time to practice. And when you throw in real life as well, you know, commitments of personal life and weddings and all that kind of stuff, and work, it just gets a bit much sometimes, you know.
Left side, clear to the left.
Oh, that was a bit sketchy. I thought Alexi Car 98 was leaving me the gap on the inside, but then he turned in on me through Puon. So I had to get on the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it gets a bit much, and then you see the set like, no. But yeah.
Yeah, true, Nextmaster. Maybe it's because I'm just trying to use VR. Maybe if I just committed to flat screen, it'd be fine. But I can't give up my VR. I just love it too much. It's great. I love my VR. But ACC's pretty good, but it's very limited in terms of content. You literally got GT3s, GT4s, and that's it. But again, VR in ACC is terrible as well. Racing doesn't have driver swaps or day-night. iRacing could be good. I thoroughly enjoyed the iRacing 12 Hours of Bathurst with Matt Webb and Aidan Millward for Zancho. That was awesome fun.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear to the left.
So maybe iRacing's the way to go. I really wanted to do the Indy 500 fixed race. I think that's next weekend in iRacing, but
iRacing is way too expensive, and Jimmy has more freedom in RF2. So for leagues, I think RF2 still offers a lot. But for drivers, I guess iRacing is way better.
No,
I like expensive.
No, I couldn't agree more. In terms of like what you can do with the game, rFactor 2 is much better. But yeah, it's just the bugs, I guess, the technical problems that people have. But everything's got problems, I guess, at the end of the day. Every sim's got its own little quirks.
Yeah, I think like the hardest part about RF2 at the moment is that it's basically league oriented, whereas all the other races have things like open hobbies and like quick races and special events and shit like that, where RF2 just struggles to do that at the moment. Well, I mean, not RF2, but Studio 397 struggles to do that. And if they'd actually spent time in that they would have probably a much bigger player base, even with the bugs, because it just drives so well.
Yeah, true.
And for example, with netcode, if you take a look at the netcode in iRacing. Okay, you're out of radio. If you take a look at the netcode in iRacing, it's like 100 times worse than what it is in RF2. But
oh yeah,
do not care about it as much, because like you can hop into the next session in 5 minutes.
two channel?
iRacing and R2.
Oh, that's an interesting conversation.
I'm not saying that either one is better. I'm just saying that like both of them have their flaws and both of them have their way of dealing with their flaws, and you can enjoy both.
That is true. rFactor 2 has many flaws. Many flaws.
Yeah. And it's like it's almost I say unfortunate with maybe not per se the dev team there is, but the way it's run at the moment, because it has a lot of potential. Even like if you'd say you wouldn't change the core game, but you just how you're using it, you could like
Borneo is now leading.
give your player base way more.
Yeah, I think my biggest problem with rFactor 2 is it doesn't seem like they're trying to grow the player base. It just feels like they've got a core player base and they're just trying to squeeze as much money out of them as they can. Which might be a little bit harsh, but just looking at the way they've done things, that's just what it seems to be about. The fact that you have to constantly buy each new piece of DLC content, otherwise all the other previous ones can't be used online. Just the fact that the competition system isn't like daily, like jump in, jump out races, but it's basically like literally a league of you've signed up for all the races in that series, so you've got to buy all the content for it so before you can jump into even one race. It doesn't seem like a setup to try and get new people into it and just racing. It just seems like it's a setup to core player base that have been around and still like it, and that's who they're just trying to focus. I guess not even so much focus the game around, just keep invested in the game.
Flag.
I mean, like, they literally, if they copied iRacing in their competition system, they'd have a better competition system than they have now. Like, the core thing with it that it has isn't that bad. Like, I know it has its bugs and doesn't always work. But, like, if you just have some races with random cars, like, it should be fine.
Yeah, like
They don't.
race room, just like I thought I don't know. It's what I don't get. Everyone doesn't want to copy the iRacing system, but the iRacing system just works really well. So it's like someone trying to design a car all over again and thinking, oh, what can I put the car on to get it to move? I can't just use round wheels because everyone else has used round wheels. I've got to use something else. Like, round wheels work. Just use round wheels. It's the same thing here. Just like iRacing competition system just works. Just have races that go on every hour at a fixed time.
Clear to the right.
Just sign up for them. Once you've signed up, you jump into the practice session, then you go to qualifying, then you go to the race. Easy peasy. Race room saw, oh, okay, that's a system that works. Let's just see if we can implement that. Maybe have the odd change here or there. You know, they've got the weekly enduro ones, the multi-class ones, you know, kind of special event stuff. It's like, yeah, and it just works. So when you jump onto race room now, you can just go racing. But it's like, yeah, rFactor 2 didn't decide to do that for some unknown reason. They've gone through this, like, it's not quite daily races, it's not quite like a full-on league, it's like somewhere in between. So it just doesn't work as nicely.
Like that's the thing I'm struggling with most, because there's so much potential in this. Like, I think out of all the sims there is now, that RF2 has the most unused potential.
Yeah, by far.
Oh, 100%.
And it's just unfortunate that it's not being used when it's like there.
Yeah. I've also, I think also with the whole, because it is focused around endurance racing from 2022 or 2023, rFactor 2 won't be able to replicate the top class of endurance racing because all of it will be hybrid
your right.
at that point.
Clear right.
rFactor 2
Clear.
can't do hybrid systems.
That's yes and no. I think they have the base of doing hybrid systems in place though with the Formula E stuff. Like they have the regenning. they have the power with the attack zone, so it should technically already be possible, and we don't know what they're working on, but they seem to have the core elements.
Now, so with that, whilst yes they can do all that stuff, the biggest issue that they have that they've said is why they can't do hybrid is because they can't have multiple engines in the same car. So obviously for a hybrid you have the normal internal combustion engine, and then you've also then got the electric motors in there as well, and rFactor 2 can't simulate that. So for Formula E, they can work on it because it's only an electric engine. There's no internal combustion, or there's no there's no other engine in there. Even if there is multiple electric motors, they're all just powering the rear wheel, so it's fine.
Alright.
But yeah.
Alright.
But couldn't you just have the combustion engine power be boosted, but also put it in the way that if you push the button, the division between the torque gets switched forwards as well.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know how they do it, but that's literally every time I think I've ever heard anything about hybrids with rFactor 2, that's been the reason why that there's no hybrid in rFactor 2, is that you can't have multiple engines in one car, which...
And
so, yeah.
Even then, with the new hypercars, they should actually be able to do it way easier, because how they work is they get their hybrid after a certain speed and then just push their top speed, which should be really easy to do, because you just go, oh, you're going over a certain speed, oh, now let's give you a hybrid boost, like turn your combustion engine up,
I mean, you'd think so. After all, they can get bloody attack modes to work for Formula E and rFactor 2. Surely you can get a hybrid to work, but who knows? We are not the development team.
Who knows?
In other news, we have 1 hour to go.
Yeah, I know. Those are doing well. We brought it back from, I think we were, 6... We were dead last or what?
Yes, we were dead last.
Dead last. And then I think at one point we were down to 16. And we just slowly chipped away. And now look at us. Almost shooting for top 10.
Not only were we dead last, we were multiple laps behind the GTs. And
4 laps to go.
Only lost 1 lap
2.20. Sector 2 is
on,
1.4 off the pace.
on the leader.
How many laps did you say to go?
4.
And with all the blue flags and shit, that's pretty common. Why?
It's going to be like 10 minutes short, I think, roughly. So he's going to be a little splash.
Yeah.
But that was intended. That we're actually not sure if we're safe, because you're now on all tires right now.
Yeah, I've managed to get the fuel down to 3.9 on average per lap, but yeah, it's still not enough. I've squeezed an extra lap out the stint.
No. That is alright. You're on all tires right now, right?
Yeah.
So the final stint is short. Well, see, it's not that we have to do an extra stint. The final stint is short.
Yeah, no, I just thought we could make it to the end of that and do that extra splash of fuel.
I think saving 10 minutes would have been quite an accomplishment, even if we started from the start.
On your way. Clear left.
Bit of traffic there, guys. We are making our way through the field ever slowly.
How are you feeling with the steering, by the way, then?
Yeah, I think I've got it now. I think I'm just used to it.
So the lifting is working, I assume?
Yeah, just my wrists hurt a bit because I'm gripping it really tight so it doesn't move, but apart from that, it's fine.
You'll be fine.
The fact I've had 3 weeks off doesn't have anything to do with it either, why my wrists are sore.
Sure. That sounds so wrong, what the... God.
You know those situations where you start a sentence and it'd sound even more wrong if you just didn't finish it, right?
Clear right.
That was one of those.
I mean, to be fair, it's even worse if you like mention that it's your honeymoon. So
Hey Ozzy, can we kick Jelle out of race control, please?
he tried before. I made a really bad one.
Yeah, I am all in favour for it. Get him out of here.
Well, being as we only need a majority, and that's 2 out of 3, right?
Off you go, Jelly. Pretty sure it's past your bedtime anyways.
Let the potato rest.
Stick him. Oh.
Oh, we actually disconnected!
Oh, he's gone to it.
No, Jelle, come back, we were joking, come back!
The car behind's pitting.
I just want to emphasise
That's
there,
5
that
minutes
was
of fuel
Dan.
left.
I was joking, I was 100% serious.
Sorry, what was it? I missed that.
Also, you want to be gone.
Yeah, I'm driving to the end, George. Yeah, when you left the team speak then, someone in chat was like, looks like you're driving to the end then now.
That was 205.82. Very little fuel left. In this lap, box this lap, please, Dan.
Okay, 2 laps to go on fuel. This one and one more.
On your right. Clear right.
Confirmed 75 litres going in and soft tyres. No change to the wing. It's going to be tight, so I might fuel save a little bit on this lap just to be safe. Good question, George. I have absolutely no idea. But I know it will be a direct drive when I can afford it, because I don't want to go belt driven only to get a direct drive in another year or 2 anyway. So I might as well just wait, save up, and get the big upgrade and pay once. But to be honest, graphics card is much higher up the list than the steering wheel. The graphics card has to be the next purchase. Has to be. Because with the new motherboard, processor, RAM and hard drive, the graphics card's what's holding me back now. Big time. I'm still using it. Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
Must do it on disconnected, one more lap, and you catch it.
Okay, coming in this lap.
That lap time was 205.68. Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Alright, Niels, thanks for watching, mate. Sorry I've not been keeping up with chat too much. I've been trying to focus on not binning it, obviously. But thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon, mate.
Or left. Clear left.
Yeah, George, graphics cards cost the same as the direct drive right now. It's mental. Oh, missed that apex completely. Is this the first time I've ever taken fresh tyres on a VEC race?
You've taken fresh tires every VEC race.
No, but as per strategy, not because I binned it.
Yes. I mean, not really. Technically, it was always in the strategy and we just told you to do a triple in the end.
This is the first intentional tyre change, right?
Yeah.
On your left. Clear left.
Okay, Dan, we expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we exit the pits, we should be in P11. Ahead of Nemir Jan.
Okay, come again.
Remember 80 kph, keep it in first gear.
On your left. Clear to the left.
That was beautiful with the GT following.
Box in 770 meters.
Synchronized pitting, yep.
I thought it was gonna tap you because you wanted to do a wide entry, but that's fine.
Hey, Kyle Conley, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing alright, mate. I just finished my second stint here at Spa.
Box in 5, 4,
So this is now my
2.
second pit stop.
Box now.
Fresh tyres and fuel, there we go. Oh yes, 70 seconds. As Sticky says, drink. Drink water. Time to breathe. Stretch. Stretch those legs. Any advice for an idiot who decided to stream 4 2-hour races in a weekend? Well, Holly, first of all, you're not an idiot, so that part's wrong. Is there any gap between the 2-hour races? Or are you doing them consecutively? Because my advice would be to stretch. Stretch and just disconnect. Maybe lie down, close your eyes, have like a 5-minute nap, have a big drink. Don't drink too much coffee, because that will make you wee more. Trust me, I know. Sorry, what was that, mate?
Aren't, if you were to do 4 2-hour races in a row, isn't that just an 8-hour race?
Yeah, but solo.
Car approaching. Watch your mirrors. Let's get some heat into these brakes. Your tyres are cold. Watch out.
Oh, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. That makes a bit more sense. Whoa, the grip! Woo! New tyres.
Car right. Clear right.
New tyres, full tank of fuel. Basically an hour and a half's worth of practice. I'm feeling ready to attack the start of the stint, guys. I'm used to the steering now. I'm used to the car, and the car's going to be in the best shape it's going to be in for the entire race for me, because it's rubbered in, the temperatures are starting to drop. I'm confident, car's fresh. So the next few laps, I apologise if I don't keep up with chat, but this is very critical for me, this part of the race, just to get some good times in. So next couple of laps, yeah, concentration mode. So here we go, enjoy the sound.
left side. Clear on the left.
V11.
P11. Yes! There we go, clean lap, fresh tyres. Boom.
Your lap time was 2:03.27. That's your best lap in this session. Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
2032. Let's do it again!
Unfortunately, their fastest car last lap.
Right side, clear right.
Garcia ahead is pitting.
I see your 2032. Raise your 2026.
Last lap time was at 2:02.69.
That's a good lap. Good boy.
Two clear laps on an empty track on fresh tyres at the end of a race when it's rubbered in. Doesn't get better than this.
I can give you very good news. Fastest car on track.
Fastest car on track.
By 8/10.
We got some pace in this, boys and girls.
To use some laptops from the car.
Try to what?
Drive through from the car aim front, just unlap us.
You mean we might get a top 10?
I mean, that's a bit far, but I mean, the guy ahead of that might still have to stop the tires, so.
On your left, clear left.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Dan.
Far left. Keep it steady. Clear to the left.
If you have to run that early, you can take the outside of stuff though.
Sorry?
If you have to run that early in pit path, you can have the outside in stuff though.
Yeah, true. Lost the 2.5 seconds there. Sorry. That was a bad judgment from me.
You didn't kill anyone, it's fine.
I thought I'd have the run on the exit, and I did, but it was just a little bit too good.
Yeah,
That lap
they
time
go to
was
the left very late.
205.25.
So if you have to run early, you just take the outside.
Oh well, no damage, it's all good.
On your left, clear left.
Yeah, car feels amazing, by the way. True, Danny. I didn't mean to go into the back of him. Just a poor judgment on the gaps from my half there, really. That was completely my fault if anything would have happened. I just didn't judge the closing speeds, but we both survived. Lost a bit of time, and now, because rFactor 2 is rFactor 2, the tyres will never recover. And when I say never recover, it's not that I've damaged them, it's just that the first 2 laps, maybe 3 if you're lucky, are where the pace comes. So you get 2 laps at peak grip, and then it just kind of plateaus off. So I doubt I will be anywhere near those lap times again.
The leader, Borneo, is pitting. Sector 3 is yellow.
Hey, what's your... Hey, don't worry. It's all good, mate.
That lap was at 203.87. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
It's going alright, actually. Graphically, the stream is holding in there. Physically, the wheel is working, but for some reason the rotation isn't matching. So, when I turn like 45 degrees in real life, it's turning the sim like 90 degrees, so it's a really sensitive wheel. But no, it's going alright. It's going well, mate. Ben put it on pole position and then had issues with the car, had to unplug the Ethernet and start with the race from the back of the grid, unfortunately. Pole position, start from the back. That's just the way it goes in the SpeedyMites this season. Just can't catch a break, eh? And there was an issue with the GTE car at the start of the race, which I'm not exactly sure what happened. I haven't been filled in on the details. If I have, I pulled a mental blank and I can't remember because I was concentrating on getting the stream going. But yeah, we were all the way at the back and we've been fighting ever since. We're now into 11th with 37 minutes to go. I've got 27 minutes of fuel left in the tank, so I will need to make a splash and dash at the end. The car ahead is the best part of a lap ahead, so we won't catch them on pace. In fact,
Left side.
while I get past that GTE, Thomas Garcia, you can see him on the relatives in the bottom right corner of the screen. Thomas Garcia is the next car ahead of us, and he's 22 seconds behind us on track, so yeah, about 3/4 of a lap ahead. So The only way we're going to get positions is if people start getting drive-throughs for cutting the track.
Nash is in the pits. Car ahead might have slight damage with the DS flat spots. And careful into the bus stop.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. Sorry. I tried pulling it up. He was going real slow. I should have braked earlier.
Yeah, you can't
205,
the bus
we're
stop.
94.
Just stop your braking.
If I'd have got on the brakes any heavier, the rear would have gone round. Sorry, man. But it's all good. No damage. Car feels fine. And he was making it rather inviting on the left as well, so yeah. But yeah, ultimately me.
Yellow.
Hey, Myth to see you! Myth to see you, Myth to see you, good to see you! I haven't said that for a month. Feels good, mate. How you going? Billy got talent. Last stretch of an 8-hour race indeed, mate. I'm bringing it home, as the title says. This is my third stint in the car. Well, when I say my third stint, I've been doing it all as one continuous. So I got in the car maybe about an hour and a half ago. So this is fresh tyres and full fuel, basically. I've done a double on the softs previously. And I will be about 10 minutes short at the end. I'm going to have to make a splash and dash, but I'll keep the same tyres. Oh, I love that song, Paul.
That was 204.43.
Oh, nice, Billy. GT4's at Alton. I'm guessing that was ACC, yeah? If so, great combo. Alton Park is actually, when I used to live in the UK where I was born, that track was about 15 minutes away from me. Never actually went there, though. What a wasted opportunity. Now I live in Brisbane, Australia, where my local track is Surfers Paradise. Gold Coast for the V8 supercars.
Left side. Clear left.
But that only turns into a racetrack once a year. The rest it's just public roads. Maybe I should go for drive one day. Do a video at Surfers Paradise, DDF's track guide. Like the way JB did here, JB's track guide at Bathurst, because he lives near Bathurst.
To the right.
Maybe I could do DDF Surfers Paradise track guide. That could be pretty cool. What do you reckon, guys? Trip down to the Gold Coast one day. Get some fish and chips. Hang out by the beach. I originally planned to do it last year, but then COVID happened and we couldn't travel and we all got locked down. Now, thankfully, in Australia, the restrictions are pretty good now. It's quite easy. Because our government's actually doing a good job of looking after it. But yeah, I planned to do the video last year and just went off the radar. And I only just remembered it then. I'll add it back onto the list, hey. Although I'll have to get Mrs. DDF to film while I drive.
Not throw shade at our government.
Hey, what, sorry?
Could you not throw shade
That
at
was
our government?
204.40.
Why, what did I say this time? I can't remember.
Our government actually looks after you as well.
What was it?
You said that your government actually looks after you, like ours don't. Well,
No, I'm saying the government has done a good job of looking after the numbers and the way they've handled the pandemic. I didn't say they're looking after the people.
I mean, you'd be right in saying you haven't done too well in Europe, but that's a different story.
Right side. Clear right. Left side. Clear left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Thank you, Z-Motor. Haven't got long to go in the race now. Alright, mate, to see you. Sleep well, mate. It seems like for you guys back in Europe, I can never stream at a normal time. It's either first thing in the morning or midnight. But it's currently 8:32 a.m.
That lap was at 206.58.
for me here in Brisbane, Australia. Not long to go until the end of the race. 30 minutes exactly. And with 20 minutes of fuel left in the car, yeah, splash and dash is required. Hey, Jelle. Or Ozzy, if Ozzy's around. How much fuel am I going to need at the stop, just so I can start getting it ready on the menu now, instead of last minute and doing a Lucas again?
How many laps do you have left?
At the moment, 37.8 litres. Which is worth about,
You're using a lap.
on average, 3.99.
So that's...
Right side. Clear. Clear to the right.
George, that's a very good question. I moved house in July last year. This house that I'm in now, because it's all on the same level, it's all like upstairs. We do have rooms downstairs, but they're not finished. They're still kind of, it's just the general room. The bedroom's on the other side of the house than the sim room.
20 minutes roughly, so you're going to need literally about 10 litres.
10 litres, yep.
You're calculating it?
Oh wait, no, sorry. It's 5
30.
minutes. Huh?
If he has... You had 37 liters, right?
I'm about 10 minutes short, basically, yeah.
So you make like 9 more laps.
The lap
So if
time
you
was
just
at
combine more laps,
205.02.
That's 18. Then you have 10 minutes left. My calculations are off. Fuck.
About 20 litres, maybe, do you think?
Actually, no, 10 minutes, 5 laps. 4 litres a lap. Yeah, about 20 litres.
I'll put 22 in just to be safe.
Okay.
I mean, half a lap would be safe. You probably want a
Yeah,
whole lap to
24.
be safe, yeah.
24 confirmed. Well, that sun's getting pretty low in the sky now. We might get a little bit of night by the end.
Just the dead of night.
Haunted. When I say sim room, it's literally a spare room with a rig in it. So technically it's a sim room, but it's nothing really fancy. But yeah, the room I'm in now is completely at the other end of the house compared to where Mrs. DDF sleeps and where I sleep. A nice big hallway in between, a couple of nice doors that block the sound. The previous house I lived in, when I had the nice wooden background, the old looking house last year, that was literally the room next door and the walls were very thin. So if you've noticed in the last year I've got a little bit more shouty on my streams, it's not because I've just found a sudden new lease of excitement on life, it's because I haven't been getting told off for shouting at 3 in the morning anymore, and I kind of forget, you know.
Your last lap time was at 2:05.40. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace.
Not that Mrs. DDF ever tells me off, she's lovely. She just gives me a gentle reminder that sometimes I might be getting a little bit loud. But hey, you know, when you have exciting racing, that's what tends to happen. You get carried away. Pavel, it's going good, mate. We're in P11. P10 is on the same lap ahead of us, but like 50 seconds or so. I'm not sure exactly. There is a live tracker in the video description. Look for the link that says live timing in the video description, and you can track my position on track and all of the gaps. So you can see all the deltas, see where everyone's up to in the race, see the lap times that everyone's doing. It's pretty cool. But yeah, Thomas Garcia is car number 10. He's actually 13 seconds behind me on track. So we're not going to catch him on pace because he was 20 seconds behind on track.
Sorry, that was high.
A couple of laps ago. So he is closing on us. So we're not actually closing on P10, he's closing on us. So the only way we're going to get any more positions this race is if something happens to any of the cars ahead of us in the top 10, whether they have a disconnect, a crash, maybe if Tom Garcia had a drive-through, it probably still wouldn't bring him back into contention with us, because even though it's a very long pit lane here at Spa, it's not going to cost you like a minute and a half. But considering that we started the race in absolute dead last, and we're like 6 laps behind, I'd say this isn't too bad. At all.
That lap time was 2:04.59.
On your right. Clear right. You're clear.
Nice. Nice through a rouge there. "23 minutes to go." Just got to log those laps, just got to bring it home in 11th. At what seems like it's going to be 11th at the moment, which is not bad. My best result of the season was NOLA, Northern Louisiana, a few months ago now. That was a P10. I don't think I'm going to match that today. But when I was away last month at Suzuka, I can't remember where the guys where did you guys finish in Suzuka, by the way?
8th.
I knew it was better than 10 that we did at NOLA, but I couldn't remember if it was like 8th or 7th, but 8th. Awesome.
I don't know if it makes us happier or sadder that we lost 7th. It's
Nah, good result, guys. Top stuff. George Senior.
right side.
Would I ever team up with JB for an enduro? I would, yes, definitely.
0.25. Sector 2 is clear.
In fact, I already have done it.
0.48 off the pace.
I'm not sure if you're around for that or not. The 9 hours of Kyle Army in Assetto Corsa Competizione, I think it was the last October, November or something, where we drove that Honda GT3 and it was awful. But no, I've done an enduro with JB before in ACC. I want to do one in iRacing with him, that'd be pretty good. Black Flag, good morning to you.
Car left. Clear to the left.
Lovely track, Kyle Army.
By the way, Dan, I suggest you enjoy these last 20 minutes because these will be the last short race minutes of the season.
4 weeks and we get to do this all at Le Mans for 24 hours.
Hell yeah. You have to like not wake up and do the first time to see the start.
My first ever 24 hours, mate. I'm looking forward to it. How many have you done now? You've done a few, right?
That's I have done
Sector 2 is yellow.
3 VEC Le Mans now. No,
Sorry.
wait, this is gonna be my third.
Let me rephrase the question. How many have you entered?
Yeah. Okay, I've entered 2 VEC Le Mans and 1 V1 Gaming Le Mans. 24 hours.
So you've entered 3 24-hour races. That's awesome.
Focus, keep it smooth. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
And we're going to have 4 drivers, right?
Yes. 2 Aussies and 2 Europeans.
Well, 1 Aussie's more than enough for me, thank you very much. Oh, Australians. Oh, sorry.
Remaining to green flag sector 2. The lap time
Yeah,
was
maybe if
2:04.9.
you're gonna be technical, then 3
2 tenths
Aussies,
off the
but
pace in sector 1. Sector 2 is 0.33 off the pace. You need to find a 10
Sorry.
in sector 3.
Couldn't resist, guys. Sorry. I love you, Aussie. Love you, mate.
and I'm the one here making bad quotes. Come on.
So it's me, you, Aussie, and Ben, right? Ben, the guy who put it on pole, Aussie, the master setup engineer, Jelle, the angry Dutchman, and me, the bin specialist. What a team, what a hell of a team. It's going to be epic.
Yellow flag, caution.
We actually start the engine at Le Mans.
Sector 3 is clear.
Car right. Clear right.
Technically, yes, a 24-hour race. That is like all day, Holly. And that's in 4 weeks today. I've been looking forward to that all year. For what? 12 months, actually. That's... I'm not going to lie if I said that that's one of the main reasons
Car right. Clear to the right.
I signed up for the VEC, was to do the 24 hours Le Mans. Now, obviously, this was before I got iRacing, before I was even thinking about the iRacing 24 hours. So rFactor 2 was the only option to do 24-hour races, and that was a massive draw for me because I've commentated on a couple of them, and it's epic stuff. It's just epic stuff. And I get to stream and race all throughout the day in Australia, which is nice and convenient. You know, I do the graveyard shift, so it'll be like lots of nighttime driving for me, basically, on the server.
That lap time was 2:06.60.
Oh, nice, Haunted! Look how much darker the track's getting now. So me and Ben, we're both in Australia, and then Aussie and Jelle, they're both in Europe, so that works out very nicely. So throughout my stream, it'll be me and Ben handing over to each other throughout the day here in Australia, which will be the night back in Europe. I will not be streaming the full thing because the rules of rFactor 2 Virtual Endurance Championship is once you finish your stint, get off the server. Basically, you're not allowed to be on the server unless you are about to race or are racing to help reduce loads and stop the server from being overloaded, which is a very good point because in a 24-hour race, the last thing you need is for a server crash. The last thing you need is for the server to crash. Sorry, that's a little bit better English. So, I can't stay on the server and spectate. Maybe over the next few weeks I can find out a solution where Ben can like stream his perspective to Discord maybe. And then I can put that on my stream so I can do like a stream of a stream. We'll see, we'll figure it out. We did that with Ozzy at NOLA, and that worked out alright. I had the music in the background, it was quite zen actually. I know Matt Fennell and Ollie McGowan were like, this is really relaxing, watching Ozzy drive around NOLA in VR with my stream background music going at the same time. So maybe I can sort something out like that. I don't know. But it's a long time to be streaming. At the very least...
205.24, sector 3 is 1.1, off the pace.
At the very least, I will be doing all of my stints live. So whether I split that up into like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, or whether I just leave the same link going and then come back to it, because Streamlabs lets you do that. Oh, that dirty air is horrible through a Rouge, isn't it?
15 minutes left, that's 15
Yeah,
minutes.
like
On your left, clear left.
Yeah, it's getting a lot darker now.
You only have 15 minutes left then. Almost done. 7 laps or so to the end.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Bring it home, Dan. Bring it home. 15 minutes left in the race.
Sector 2 is clear. It looks like Nash has stepped in.
Nash has gone off. But he's behind us anyway, so that's alright.
Guy in front is Nash.
Oh no, Nash is ahead of us.
Just the car ahead.
Yeah, Nash went off ahead of us. What's the gap?
You want another gap? 2 minutes.
Ah, okay.
Oh, but there might be damage. I mean, it gave him a cut, so it might have a drive through radio. He bonked the wall. The inside though. Just strangest thing to do.
That lap was at 205.00. We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
Okay, 1.8 laps remaining on fuel, so box in this lap, guys. Box in this lap. Confirmed 24 litres, no tyre change.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the qualifying results yet of the Formula 1, guys, because that happened while I was asleep.
On your left, clear left.
So,
Pit crew is ready.
I always watch the race on Monday evening after work because it's at like 11 o'clock. I would stay up and watch it, local time. But the thing is, Mrs. DDF watched Drive to Survive Season 1 a few years ago and absolutely loved it. She thought, I'll give it a go because you're always watching these races, I'll watch the series. She loved it and now she watches every race with me. Talk about life goals, right? Me and the wife watching the Formula 1 together. But that's our little ritual. Monday, because Mondays are always hard at work. We come home, we get takeaway, and it's race night. It just means I have to avoid watching the news or going on any social media or any kind of YouTube at all on Monday throughout work, which is why I enforce a strict
Traffic on the pit
no spoilers policy on my Discord.
Position 11 and few seconds behind Ricci.
And there's a specific racing, real racing channel, so the spoilers can stay in one place. Box confirm.
Box. Remember pit speed limiter and keep it in first gear.
Box in 770 meters.
Careful there, Ben.
Cool. 24 litres, no change. Boom. 10 minutes to go in the end.
Box in 5. 3.
Troll Turismo, living up to your username there, mate. Mazepin with the win. It's called Mazaspin, not Mazawin. 14 seconds of fuel. Not even enough time to have a drink of water. Five laps to go.
See us also splashing.
There's traffic behind. Watch your mirrors. Blue flag. Your front tyres are cold. Brake temperatures look good.
Oh, that pit out is bumpy, isn't it?
Yep.
Blue flag. Okay, Dan.
Careful,
10 minutes to go.
not too
That's
behind.
10 minutes left. Keep digging. This isn't over yet.
Far right. Clear to the right.
You have the one Akko behind
Forget
as
about
well.
that. It'll probably just punch out. Blue flag.
Right side. Clear right.
Thanks, Jelle. Louis Grieg. No, I don't do these races solo, mate. This is 8 hours. But I have 2 of the drivers in the car. For this race, a guy called Ben Dutton, who's also from Australia, and Jelle Binsbergen, aka Very Important Potato, who you might see chatting on my Discord. He's also on the voice comms in TeamSpeak right now. Ben started the race, Jelle took over, I'm finishing. Jelle did a big stint in the middle, so big shout outs to Jelle there. But to sum up the race, basically Ben put the car on pole. Fastest lap in qualifying, started from first, except he didn't actually start from first because there was a problem with the, I don't know, something. The car wouldn't start, it wouldn't register the controls, so he had to disconnect the Ethernet cable, plug it back in, and then rejoin the session, effectively starting from the back of the grid. There was then an incident with a GTE car in the race, which cost us 6 laps on the leader. Big damage and repairs, apparently. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I haven't seen the replay yet. I haven't seen any footage or any kind of video of it. But yeah, 6 laps behind in dead last. We are now in 11th with 7 minutes to go in the race. I'm driving in the LMP2 Orica 07 car. This is a multi-class race. It's an Orica LMP2 that I'm driving, a single-make LMP2 field, and against the GTE field with Porsches, BMWs, Ferraris, and some other stuff in here I can't remember because my brain's a little bit mush right now. Aston Martins as well, I think, but I don't think there's that many people driving them. This is part of the Virtual Endurance Championship, the VEC, which runs these races every month. This is round 8. Corvette, yes, JT, sorry, the mighty Corvette, sorry, I forgot about that. 1 race every month. And this is the 8th race out of 9. I've only managed to skip 1 race at Suzuka last month, but that's because I was getting married and I was on honeymoon, so I had a good excuse. I've raced every other race, Best result of the season as a P10 at NOLA. I think that was around 4 or 5. However, there's one more race to go after this, and that is in 4 weeks' time. And that is the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Yeah, that's right. First ever 24-hour race. Suddenly got very dark here. Very dark, actually.
Clear to the left.
That last lap was a 204.94.
But that's what happens in rFactor 2. You got time of day, you got weather, although we've had no rain in this race, so we've been pretty lucky. Through our Rouge and Radeon, the Ferrari's getting pretty sketch up ahead of us. I'm going to make it clear that I'm going to the left, because as the faster class car, it's my responsibility to make the move nice and cleanly. The guy ahead is in third, several laps up the road. The guy ahead of him is the leader. Hey, this works out quite well actually, Jelle, because that's the leader up ahead. So I know exactly when I'm going to finish the race. Because I'll see him cross the line in front of me.
Yeah.
JT, the way the weather works in the VEC is awesome. It uses real-life weather data based on forecasts and meteorological stations. So if it's raining in real life,
All right, Dan. 10 minutes.
it's raining here.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5
So
minutes.
basically, if you want to know whether it's going to rain or not, check the weather for the circuit, like literally on Google. And the percentages of the percentage chance of rain is what gets put into the server. So if on Google or whatever server it is that gets used, it says like a 50% chance of rain, then that is put into the rFactor 2 settings. So it might rain, it might not rain. And the thing is, it's not like a 1-to-1 aspect ratio as well. So it's not like if it rains in real life, it will start raining in game, because it uses that probability, not like a sensor. It's used like a probability setting. So theoretically, it could say 50% chance of rain, and it rains in the game, but it doesn't rain in real life, or the other way around.
Sure, it's using the.
Pretty sure it did. Used it last year.
Yes, but I think they're using a different plugin now. I'm pretty sure they're actually using the weather station, not the probability. But I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Sean.
On your left. Clear left.
Making my way through the traffic here. Cars on different laps all over the place. Alright, George, you look after yourself, mate. Thank you so much for hanging out in the stream. Great to have you. And thanks for your help throughout the week as well. Great to have you on Discord. Ah, Lucas, I am happy to be corrected. Very happy to be corrected then. It does use real-life weather data in real time, as opposed to predictions. Nice! Okay. Big shout out to Lucas in chat with the actual truth.
Haha, so I was right.
I'm just doing my best to be a pro streamer, mate. You know, I'm supposed to get things wrong.
Yeah, I think it was the old one that uses the probability. Or the old one, the one they were using before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you probably remembered it from your commentating days.
Oh, GT in the wall coming out the bus stop.
All right.
Yeah, there's 5 now.
Sector 3 is clear.
Clear to the right.
Your last lap time was at 206.56. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
This might be the last lap now, because we've got just over the line with 2 minutes to go. But it depends on when the leader crosses the line. Might get one more. I've got enough fuel.
6 last lap, so.
When's Le Mans again? Is it the 5th of June?
Good question.
Or is it the 12th?
I think it's 5th.
I've just got people checking the weather forecast already.
Mate, I can tell you that's not gonna work. It said 3 days ago that it was gonna rain in Spa, so. I mean, not so before though.
Okay. So I think this might be the last lap as Simon Marshall gets hella sketchy in front of me. He's back off. No point getting involved in that. We're not in a fight with anybody right now.
Down 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
On your left. Still there. Clear left.
What the hell is Simon doing? He just brakes so early then.
Not bad.
Last lap.
I think there's another lap.
Yeah, one more lap.
Blue flag.
Thank you very much, and Soupy. Oh, €5.
That's my slow race.
Cheers, man. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Awesome. Very late wedding present, but it's all good. I will put that towards a hot chocolate for Mrs. DDF. So, okay, so this is definitely the last lap now, guys. 100% this is the last lap.
You weren't actually here at the start to showcase the weather because it's actually really nice at the start because it started overcast and then like about 10 laps in or something it got like bright sunshine.
Right side. Clear right.
So these cars now for position, they're on different laps. 10th place is the car ahead, but he's actually only 6 seconds behind on track, so he's almost a full lap ahead of us. Coming down the back straight for the final time.
Side. Clear left.
Clear on the left. Back out here. Back out. There's no point fighting for this at all. There's nothing to gain. Just bring it home. Through the bus stop for the final chicane. For the final time. Final corner. Left-hander. Sprint to the finish. Checkered flag. Where's my little checkered flag guy? There he is. Woohoo!
P11. That's the end of the race. Bad luck, mate.
Whoa! Not bad.
Oh, who's that? JT! We're gonna tactical distraction. Thank you, JT. Thank you, mate. Whew. That wasn't the most exciting race, but I personally, the hairs are standing up on my arm. It might seem, why am I so happy about 11th? Well, because before I jumped in the car today,
Right.
I'd literally had 2 hours practice. 2 hours practice.
Clear right.
So I was very underprepared. My wheel is broken in terms of rotation as well. It's working in terms of force feedback now, but in terms of rotation, it's absolutely
Not quite the
cactus.
race we had planned, but good job getting P11, guys.
Yeah, awesome job to Ben on pole. I know he's not here, but he might watch this back later. Cracking job to stick it on first. Unlucky with whatever happened, but yeah, we did. Yeah, good job, everyone, to bring it back.
If you want to watch the replays, then I have noted the laps of all notable incidents.
Cool. I reckon you sound like you need to get some sleep, so maybe a link.
No, I'm fine.
Maybe post them up on Discord. I reckon. But yeah, if you're watching the stream now, look at the wheels. So I'm going to turn it 90 degrees in physical, but then in game it's like 180. So, man, my wrist is so sore.
Log building finished.
I get stuck in that.
Alright, I'll leave you boys to it. I will catch you maybe Thursday, Jelly, for our
Yeah.
training session. We'll get started on it. Alright, have a lovely evening or lovely day, Daniel, to you, since I guess it's morning for you, or afternoon for you.
9:07 a.m. 9:07 a.m. But nah, thanks for the work. Look after yourself, and yeah, I'll see you to get some practice in for Le Mans, the big one.
Yeah, the big. Fingers crossed that one goes a lot smoother than this one.
Yes. Looking forward to this big time.
Dan,
Yes.
if you want to watch the replay on stream, we could actually do it now.
Oh, have you got it ready? Yeah.
Oh, I
User
mean, I don't have
disconnected
it
from
ready
the
yet
channel.
because I have to restart the RF2. But yeah.
No worries. You'll stream it on Discord, yeah?
Indeed.
And then I can just put your stream on my stream and have a streamception moment.
Well, not bad.
Boggy, thank you for the 99, mate. And thank you again for signing up as a channel member the other day. That is incredible, man. Thank you so much for your support. I'm going to get this headset off. I'm going to go and drink some more of my coffee that has gone stone cold beside me and put some music on in the background. Oh, P11. Just a very solid, steady run to the finish, I would say. That one. A very solid run to the finish. Sometimes you just got to do that, guys. Sometimes you just got to bring it home. You know, there's not much more you can do than bringing it home. And that's what the title of the stream says, bringing it home. So you got exactly what it said on the tin. Yes. Thank you very much, everybody who joined for the stream. We're not quite gone yet. Jelle is gonna show us through the replay of the race with the incidents at the start and the GTE. Holly Jane, Paul, Matt Fennell.
Wait, it loads like 8 hours of replay.
That's alright, I'm just chatting with the stream here, so it's all good. Tinzalik, Sean, Vushul, Paul Kirkby, Pavel, Slowburn, thank you very much for the well wishes and the congratulations. Oh, wow, yeah. My wheel started to disintegrate again. The leather's coming off. Yeah, that was... If you want an indication of how much I was gripping the wheel through the course of that race, have a look at my webcam in a second on the stream. I've literally pulled some of the leather off onto my knuckles. Ah! And who says sim racing is safe?
You got the standings, Sean.
Do you want to hop over to Discord instead of TeamSpeak?
Yeah. See you there.
Disconnected.
Well,
Hello.
The thing is, like, from your point of view, did you see him going left?
at the last second, I think I'm not sure when I can't see my inputs, but yeah, it was like.
Because like here he's gone, but you're on the right when he goes left, isn't he?
I mean, like, think it's racing incident. Like you are following
Yeah.
what technically is the line. He has no overlap and he spins because he doesn't lift on the grass.
Whose stream are we watching, by the way?
Mine, but Sean was just looking at the incident.
Here's mine, so you can see him. And yeah, it's not like I defended as such, it's just unlucky. It'd be interesting if he reports it.
See, it could be construed as blocking because he's moved left and then you move across left as well. But it's like the same time. I don't know. From your view, it looks much better, but from his view, it looks much worse.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it all depends on your steering input, I guess, Sean. Like, if you hold a steady steering input, I don't think there's any reason to blame this on you.
Yeah, I didn't think he had that much of a run on me.
No, he isn't really. Well, I mean, at that point, it wasn't that far along, but it was a big run, wasn't it? Speed-wise, he just hadn't got alongside yet. If anything, it isn't like really there as the overtaking car. You want a run later, don't you? You don't want it before the kink because of stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've ended up in the same spot doing the same thing. It's not a good spot to sort of try and go through.
Even as a faster class, it's difficult there.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I gotta go left. And then you go left.
Like, the lightest touch.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'd send a message.
Okay. We'll do.
Thanks, Tom. I was trying to chase you down for the entire race, man. Congrats on the P10. Couldn't quite get you, but you definitely had the pace, mate. P10 would have been nice, but yeah. Congrats, mate. Always nice to see your name on the server, Tom.
And then I jumped him.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's after the facts, isn't it?
Yeah, I gave it back. I don't have to give it back for the whole race.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Alright, I'll
No,
jump
you
out.
redressed, and then things progressed as they would have done.
So at the moment, guys, we are just waiting for Jelle Binsbergen's stream to load up, because he's going to have a look at the replay and see what happened with our car at the start of the race and with the GTE as well. Because yeah, we qualified it on pole. We qualified it on pole and had to start from the back because of some technical issue. And then we had some coming together with the GTE as well. Let me see if I can bring that in. So apparently, this is what happened.
So how did you guys' race go?
So that's what happened. That's the aftermath, at least anyway, of the car before it got taken out by this. Well, one of these GTs. I don't know what happened to our car earlier in the race, but we'll find out very shortly.
Oh no, then that's not what happened.
Oh, is that's different? Yep.
Oh no, he stopped in time. I was just like full balls, kept it full throttle.
Okay. I was thinking that was that screenshot you posted was the GTE thing with the damage and stuff. No.
No. GTE thing was already on lap 5.
Yeah, how did everyone else's race go, by the way?
No complaints. Quiet.
Yeah, pretty uneventful really for us in the GTs.
Where did you finish? Because I saw Greg was up to 8 at one point.
Yeah, he was amazing. The rest of us were okay.
I sort of I proceeded to undo all of Greg's good work.
So we're just waiting for the replay to load in now, guys. And then we can see what happened to the SpeedyMite 248 at the start of the race. Thank you so much for hanging with it, those of you who are still here. Great to be back streaming again. Great to be back in general, just sim racing and
Quali went well.
Back in amongst it.
Hard break immediately, and then we fought back.
Well, when you say quali went well, you mean we got pole position.
Well, I mean,
much better than that.
We got pole position by such a margin that we would have been 4th in Div 1, but
That's crazy.
That's quick.
Yes, it's bloody crazy. It's really quick in that car.
So we're still waiting for the replay to load here.
Anyway, I assume that the fight back was fun at least.
Yeah.
You could say.
Closing positions, closing laps. I think I got the car in 13th. I got handed the car in 13th and then finished in 11th.
Yeah.
So
Okay, oh well done.
2 positions. Didn't overtake anybody, but freebies or drive-throughs or things. Yeah.
You did one overtake. The guy was indeed a lap ahead, but you still did an overtake.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I got P10, but it didn't count.
You have to take them though.
I think it was
So
Tom Garcia, actually. I think it was it Tom? Yeah, it was Tom, yeah.
yeah, wasn't too quick, but yeah.
Yeah, I think I made my first ever overtake in Division 1 as well. Today. Normally for me it's just like an exercise in being overtaken safely. There was some guy who was double stinting tyres, so yeah, his pace was pretty bad, so just to overtake him. Anyway, I'll take it.
How's that replay going, by the way, Jelle? It's
I think it's struggling to come together, but I guess we have to wait until Jimmy posts this.
yeah. Well, it's like trying to load an 8-hour file, isn't it? I guess, I suppose.
I mean, I guess it also the fact that it's the 8-hour file my thing made itself. Probably would be better from server replay.
Yeah.
I seem to struggle with the server replay.
Yeah, true. Well, give it another couple of minutes, and if it doesn't come good, I think I might head off and get some brekkie.
Yeah, it's fair. Oh, Jimmy posted the replay. Gonna reload, sorry.
No worries.
Good job getting it to the race, Dan. You had one hell of a run to it.
Jeez. Honestly, just problem after problem. Yeah, I got back from the honeymoon on Saturday and was like, I'll build it over the weekend. But then plans just happened. That didn't work. So I started on Tuesday night. I got it back up and running, and then it was, it just wouldn't boot. I was like, what the hell's going on with this? It just wouldn't start. So had to disconnect the graphics card from the motherboard and then boot it without the graphics card, which didn't work because it doesn't have integrated graphics, so it just like sits there. But then you put the graphics card back in, it's like, oh, I'm alive now, and it worked. It booted. But then, it just within 5 seconds of going out on track, whether it was race room, rFactor 2, etc., of course, it would just crash, or any kind of 3D rendering. Like, the rest of the system was fine. It'd play YouTube, it'd play Spotify, it'd do all these graphically intensive things, but when you try and do 3D rendering, it'd just die straight away. It wasn't overheating, but the GPU load just went up, so spent like a day trying to figure out what the hell that was. Not exactly sure what it was in the end, just some kind of BIOS or driver thing. We just basically blitzed it and started again, and it worked. Wow. But then, the graphics were stuttering on the recording, so that took another day to fix. Like, why is it stuttering in Streamlabs? And when that got fixed, the wheel just died. The feedback would just went out completely. So I'm like, 12 hours before the race, and I haven't done any practice. I was like, come on, please.
Yo, definitely chaos, man.
Sounds like it's a real adventure.
Just to get started on the not to get started, but just to join the server and actually get out and track, that was a struggle. Did 2 laps on the practice server before the stream went live. That's all I did this morning. Wheel was working fine, and when I joined the actual race server, the rotation screwed up on the wheel. So basically what happened, I turn it 45 degrees and it's actually turning it 90 in game, so I had like a super twitchy car for the whole race. I've actually worn some of the leather off the steering wheel. I was holding it that tight trying to stop it from rotating. So it's been a hell of a ride. I'm very happy I didn't bin it, and it's 11th.
Dan,
yeah,
was the force feedback heavier as well?
It was a little bit heavier, yeah, because it had less travel. So when you reacted over the bumps, it felt like it was moving it more violently.
I think that means that you were running a different Logitech profile with less rotation. Because that's what it does. If you have the less rotation, it fits the same amount of force feedback in the lesser rotation, and because you're not actually changing the in-game, but you're changing the Logitech thing, the game still thinks that you need the same amount of force feedback.
Yeah. Well, it's strange though, because like literally same session of rFactor 2, like I didn't quit rFactor 2 and load it up again for the stream. It was still running before I started the stream. Went on the practice server, the rotation was fine, and then when I went onto the real server, I didn't change any profiles, didn't quit the game, load the game, didn't change any settings. It just decided on the race server to do that. I was like, oh, it's a bit of a surprise.
I'm guessing, do you have a separate rF2 profile?
No, I
Because
thought
I might have loaded something like the moment you had the different session between air quotes from changing to the race server, because your wheel doesn't have feedback when you're not driving.
Yeah, no, I have a persistent profile that runs across everything, so it doesn't change between games or anything. It just runs the same. I just run it at 900 constantly, and then dial it down in the game with the rotation itself. Ah, we have a replay.
Yes, we do.
Alright, I'll get going, guys. And I think we will definitely get IR'd for that one, so I just done a quick search of his name on the forum, and yeah, they seem to report the smallest things, so apologies for that if we do, but hopefully it's in my advantage that it's a racing incident and not blocking or avoidable contact or some shit.
Yeah, it really looked like nothing. So, anyway,
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
Oh, by the way, for the people that have viewed the video with my beautiful counting, this is the code 80 it happened on. You can imagine why counting went wrong when this was what happened.
Can I give you some advice, sir? You don't need to say what the incident was, and don't count 9876. Just go 10 and then watch the counter and then count down from 5.
Yes, but the guy in WEC does this as well.
Alright, on that note, I'm out of here.
See you, Sean.
Catch you later.
Bye for now. Well done.
See ya.
And I mean, it brought the best clip that ever gonna come out of VC. So, yeah, Dan, so...
So this is the instant. This is what basically took us out at the start of the race, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh!
Ouch.
No wonder that was 6 lap down with damage. Oh, where are you supposed to go?
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, you can hear him slowing down before he's even over the crest. He knows what's coming, but you don't know where it is, do you?
And it's like he's on the line, there's literally nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look in this angle then, because you can kind of see over the top of the hill a little bit more in slow-mo. So, yeah. So you can't see it here, obviously the compression. They're already... Oh no, oh, there he is, he's losing the rear going up the hill. So there's a bit of smoke. Okay. He goes round. You're coming up, full beans.
Ben is.
Oh, sorry, Ben.
Disaster.
Actually,
Ben's already slowing down here. He sees the smoke. First thing he does is brake, and he stops braking because he knows he needs to steer.
Sorry, can you rewind that like 5 seconds? I've just resized the window so people on stream can see the inputs. There we go. Sorry, mate. There we go. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so he's... Yeah,
Like,
he's...
you can see if we go on what you can see here. He sees the smoke around here, and here he already starts lifting. You don't lift through a rouge.
No, because that's what sends the rear round.
Yeah, so he's already like he can't even see what's happening.
But he's already on the brakes trying to avoid it. Yeah.
And he sort of straightened up the steering so he can actually brake.
Yeah, and then like he'd need to have gone left here already, but you just can't because you need to be slowing down, and then that guy just leaves it rolling and you're...
See, now he tries to go left, but it's already too late. And then he turns right again.
He was gonna go right, but the car was rolling that way, so it's so. Oh man, that's why you lock brakes.
I think he was locking the brakes, to be honest, which is why he bled so much speed at the top of the hill.
He then let off. I did the same later. Let's show you in a bit. But first, I want to show you something else. That car.
Hey, Jelle, sorry, can you go back to that? Can you have a look from his perspective?
Oh, I don't think that's gonna make it that much better.
No, okay. It's alright then. It's all good. It's all good.
No. I mean for him.
Oh, okay. So what's this we're having a squiz at now, mate? What's on the menu?
Oh, I mean, I found it.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh no, yeah, this is actually.
Oh yeah. So GTE just gets sketchy on the entry.
He lifts. See, he does. He lifts.
Ah.
You do not lift the moment you're in the corner. You do not lift anymore because then you lose rear. And if you see, he does lock the brakes because you go over the hill, you actually don't have braking power.
Oh, because the car's gone light, yeah.
Off. And then, but yeah, it's not like anything he can really do anything about.
No.
I don't know why he lifts off there though. Anyway, at least before he even starts spinning, he lifts off.
Yeah, no,
why
because he's scared. They did not have their car under control. I can show you why, because that's why I wanted to go to this guy.
Oh, Timothy Goya, he's in chat right now, actually. He's watching this as well with us.
Timothy, maybe look away. It might be best for your heart.
Oh, I can see the car's crabbing there. Why is it crabbing? That's the question.
I think you might get sued for this, but déjà vu.
That's alright, I forfeited all financial rights to my videos the moment I signed up to race with Australians. Okay.
I know I'm just hurting Timothy by doing this, but the slider is too inaccurate.
Yeah, it's better to rewind it as opposed to try and click the slider, because then that skips you like half an hour instead of like 2 minutes.
Oh, bit off topic by the way, congrats Dan. I will congratulate you.
Oh, thanks Andy. Thanks mate.
That's alright.
It's never too off topic to do that.
A lovely time was had by all. So that's what matters really, in the midst of all these lockdowns when families can't visit, you know?
Yep, for sure.
This is gonna be an interesting view.
Okay. I'm really intrigued to see what's happened to Timothy now, because we've watched the entire lap of him crabbing back to the pits. Oh, he's facing... Oh! I saw it upside down there.
Upside down?
Now, why I'm saying déjà vu? Look up the hill.
Oh, so he was...
Does anybody see a familiar car there?
Is that the same car?
SpeedyMite coming in as well.
It's a different driver though, but it's the same car.
Same team.
And then,
yeah, I remember that.
And slowing down and...
Oh!
Ouch.
You got a cut track for that.
Oh no.
Well, was that the same team or the exact same car, just with a different driver in it?
It's the same car, but different driver.
Oh,
But,
they must have had something wrong with the setup or something for the car to get loose through a rouge twice like that for two different people. That's like exactly that's a carbon copy.
Andy, do you want to know who's driving the car this time?
Go on,
Do
mate.
you remember Mr. Lepoutre?
No way.
Yes.
I shouldn't laugh, but really. Yes, I remember Mick.
Yeah, I think Timothy was he's saying in chat he was in P2 at the time then, or had lost a potential P2 at least to that. So, yeah. Actually, just out of curiosity, what position were we running in the 248 when we got we got caught up in that?
Dead last.
Oh, so okay, so we were already last, and then we got taken out, not taken out, but caught up in that, and then went further back, yeah?
Yeah.
So was Ben just sort of stuck on pole when the formation lap began? I kind of want to watch that. That sounds awkward. Did everyone just like wait?
Yeah,
Wait for him
everybody
to
waited.
go?
By the way, look at the nice.
The artistic camera work there.
Look at the car.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Unlucky, Timothy. Unlucky, mate. So going back to the start again. So Ben qualified it on pole, and what happened? It just wouldn't go into gear, or what?
No, starter didn't activate. I don't know which. Maybe one of his buttons failed, but it wouldn't start.
Yeah. So the car just wouldn't start. So we had to basically disconnect and reconnect. Yep.
Yeah. So if everybody's quiet, we can hear a severe lack of engine noise. Like here, he at some point turns it off.
And maybe he had ignition map but not started.
No, he had both mapped, but he had them mapped twice, but one of the buttons didn't work apparently. Probably.
Look at the green flag man just looking around like, come on, please go.
Like here he turns it off, and then it just never turns on.
And no one goes.
Oh no!
And everybody sits here, like everyone's like, guys, what do we do?
That is possibly one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen. The SpeedyMite car on pole, stationary. No.
And
it's
like so sad because everybody's like waiting, and Ben's like, fuck, it doesn't work. It doesn't. do you hear the start light going off again?
Yeah, I heard the beep beep beep.
Weird. Yeah. Even the game is like, why aren't you going?
He just sits here like, no, like. Yeah.
Oh.
Look, yeah, we know we're trying.
Look at it this way, okay? Think of it silver lining. If Ben can get pole at Spa, he can definitely get pole at Le Mans, right?
Maybe. But then, wait, I have to look which lap I noted down. That's 52.
Alright, Boggy, thanks for hanging out, mate.
Moment, but my god, my heart was so far up my throat, it was actually insane. This is gonna be an interesting view as well, doing this backwards.
Okay.
You'll see why I missed that corner completely.
Oh, spin it round.
Was behind Simon, just went whoop.
Oh, that was so close.
Nice. Wow. Serious recovery.
Like you have no braking power over the hill. It's so insane.
You know a bit of great angle, right there, but lower to the ground. Static camera in slow motion. Can you do that? like so you can sort of, that camera angle where you see the F1s come up over the top of the hill and run over the curb. Like if you can sort of see the SpeedyMite just doing a 360 over the hill, that'd be the most epic shot ever. How did you not hit the wall?
Pure skill.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the angle. The fact you can't see it, it's like just makes it even better. Like the anticipation. There it is.
Yeah, good call.
Ah, there's the money shot right there. Oh, you can see his feet as well.
That almost looks like a cool promo shot.
Thumbnail, guys.
Can I use that angle? I hope you're not copyrighted already, but I'm gonna do a promo for Le Mans, and that's gonna go in there.
Sure. I mean, I landed the drift. You don't care what you say, but I landed the drift.
Kept it out the wall, no damage, didn't lose a position. Carry on with the race, just with slightly soiled underpants.
Oh my god, I was so... I missed that corner. I completely forgot to brake. And I have one more thing noted down.
Oh, cool. Okay, because I was going to say I might have to head off in a minute or two, but if you've got one more thing, then let's have a squiz.
It's the thing you were trying to show chat before.
Oh, the screenshot.
Yes. And I'll just show you why I shared it.
There it is.
So yeah, you know, I casually overtake Ferrari, and then the guy decides to roll back. I'm like, ah.
Oh.
But I'd like to pay attention to how little I lift.
Well, how little? Precisely zero.
Point lifting there.
In fact, if you lifted, that would have probably made it worse because
yeah, like there's no point lifting. You need to have all your steering, and it's just
yeah. But if you'd have lifted, you'd have been further back on the track, and he probably would have rolled into you. Yeah, the fact that you kept it floored meant that you were past that position when he got to it. So yeah.
And also, like, I kept the rear, like, but what I'd like to point out the most about this is how aware the Ferrari was. Because if you watch the Ferrari, it actually gives me room.
Yeah, he's almost on the grass there, that guy on the left.
Yeah.
That's...
If you look like he's turning left already here because he realized what's going to happen. This is really good driving by him.
Yeah. He is on the grass, actually, yeah.
It scared the shit out of me.
Was that on the same stint, or was that a different stint?
That was, I believe, a different stint. It's it's 40 laps later, so yeah, it's a different stint.
I was going to say, like, you know, fuel takes about 35 seconds, tyres takes another 30. How much does the underpants take?
Lot.
Because we got through 3 sets of them in that race for you, mate.
I mean, you did anything strange? That's what we need to look at.
I think the question is, when do I not do something strange, mate?
Fair.
Nothing specific springs to mind. There were a few sketchy moments, I think, when I was battling with Tim. And the GTEs were stuck in there trying to unlap myself for P10, but there's nothing that was particularly... oh no, there was a few. I don't know. There was a few people who died in front of me, but I can't remember when that was because I was just too focused on just trying to not bin it.
Could you see if anybody in chat knows what lap you had that slide up a Rouge at? I think it was the one before this.
It's nice though that you had your tech issues before the race rather than during.
Well, not really. Yeah, during.
I had the wheel rotation issues as well, so it's like super sensitive, but it worked. That's a point.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was
like a massive freeze or something.
No. There was a point, kind of. Well, yeah, probably 12 hours before I was due to start my stint, that I was thinking I might not start. I haven't got any practice. I don't know how to fix this. But no, it came good eventually, and it was a bit of a rush last night.
Awesome.
It was good though.
Well, speaking of freezes, Sim Racing for Holland, which of course includes the developer of RF2, Marcel, they had a screen freeze.
Oh wow, the developer had a screen freeze.
Yeah, well, his teammate, yes.
As much as I would never wish a screen freeze on somebody else ever in the history of rFactor 2, it couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, see,
the teammate that had it wasn't that bad.
No. Changes a dish served cold. No, it was bad actually. They had an accident and had like I don't know however many minutes of repairs.
No, I mean the person could not have been bad.
No, I'm not trying to say that the person deserved it. I'm just saying that, you know, it's like, hey, developers, look, screen freeze. You get it? No, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I can't remember when that little sketchy thing was, to be honest. During those laps, it could have been any. to be honest. I was on the edge through Eau Rouge most laps. But it was definitely in my second stint. Probably about halfway through, I'd say. I'll tell you one thing about iRacing that does make it easy is you can skip forward and backwards a lap at a time instead of trying to find it on a slider. That's pretty useful.
Why am I doing it like I can just look at the I can look at the amount. Oh wait, I can't. It's replay. Shit. I have to do it like this.
Good thought though. I might leave you guys to that though and head off because I am absolutely starving. I'm gonna go and get some brekkie.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. Bon appetit.
Oui, oui. Thanks for everything, guys. It's good to be back. Good to be back in the SpeedyMite team after a couple of months off. I've missed you. I've missed you all. So let's do it all again. 4 weeks time at Le Mans, the big one. Can't wait for that.
It's nice to see you back, Dan.
Yeah, good to be back.
All the best, mate.
Thanks, Annie. And thanks for keeping it in one piece somehow, Jelle. And Ben, who's obviously not here.
That sounds like he's dead.
He can't be with us today, unfortunately. He's probably dead to the world right now, having a sleep, I'd say.
I mean, you say that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I found one of the moments.
Oh, yeah, almost. Okay, let's wrap up the stream with this death moment then, shall we?
You see the big difference between you and Ben is where the GT is. When you start braking, you can see him.
Yeah.
And couldn't.
And you were in a better place to go left.
Big dab of Oppo though, getting it back online again. Alright guys, I am heading off. I will catch you all very soon.
Oh, by the way, Dan.
Yes?
That shot you won is on lap 73.
Okay, lap 73. Cool, got it. I remember that. Thanks, Potato. Thanks, everybody. And see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yep,
See ya.
see you then. Bye.
Okay, guys, that is the 8 hours of Spa. It probably turned out to be like 8 3/4, to be honest, with all the replay and analysis that we've done. Mostly just hanging out with the SpeedyMite boys. I'm just having a little social gathering here. It's good to be back. It's great to be back on stream. It's absolutely fantastic to be back on stream. I've missed you guys. And yeah, I can't wait to do some more. Tuesday Thunder is my race room stream this week. I'm not going to do the Wednesday ranked because, well, I haven't done anywhere near enough practice for that. Maybe next week I'll do Wednesday. We'll see how we feel. But yeah, it's let's see how we go. I've still got to get the rig set up. I haven't even configured iRacing yet. That might throw some more problems. And I want to get Assetto Corsa running as well. Yeah, so it's great to be back. P11 in the race. After qualified it on teammate qualified it on pole. Had a technical problem. Dead last at the back, 6 laps down. P11's not bad. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Tuesday Thunder. Keep an eye on the channel for that. I'm not really sure what videos are going to be coming up because I've got nothing left scheduled. Everything's done. I'm back up to scratch again, so I'm going to have to make some new stuff. I want to do some Assetto Corsa videos, but save the date. Save the date, guys. There is going to be a DDF Racer community event on the weekend of the 22nd and 23rd of May. I don't know what times. I don't know when exactly, but it's going to be on the Saturday or the Sunday. I'm going to have a think about it the next few days and get something booked in. It's going to be, you ready for this? Assetto Corsa BTCC 1998 at Croft. Yep, guys, we're going to recreate Toka 2, but in Assetto Corsa. So that's going to be great. Save the date, 22nd, 23rd. I'll put an announcement up on the channel in the next few days. And we're going to have a DDF community event, finally! Again, it's been 6 months since Thermalito. It's about time. Okay, I'm going to go get some breakfast, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for everything that you guys have done to help out with the channel, whether it's you just coming and watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and chatting, or whether you were one of those secret sneaky people who chipped in and bought me practically a brand new computer, or maybe you're one of those people who hung out on Discord and helped me set up that computer. So many people have helped me in the last few days. I am just so overwhelmed with it, and I could not be more appreciative. So give yourself a pat on the back and look after yourselves, because I'm heading off now, and I'm going to see you all soon. Bye bye. Oh, and one more thing for the community event, by the way. It's going to be run twice, 12 hours apart, just like Daytona and just like Volvo's at Macau. So if you can't make one, you should be able to make the other. I'll try and do them at times that are convenient for everybody. Anyway, more on that next few days. Thanks, guys. See ya.